So, for this deck, I'm calling Zealous Dawn based off of Jay Villain MTG, Sink Your Teeth In. First off, I'm just going to get this out of the way. Ill-Tempered Loner is infinite involving it. Yes, it does. And I'll get to that, involving Angelfire Ignition. I'll get to that. But the land base, pretty simple. 7 plains, 9 mountains, and a handful of dual lands. It's not super necessary to have much specific stuff. I don't want man lands in here, mostly because they kind of just muddy it up. Field of Ruin doesn't get us enough colored mana, so it's kind of hard to mediate there, but I think we're control-y, aggro-y enough to be able to handle stuff. We'll see. I'm always open to mediating later. But to start off, we have 3 End the Festivities, which is great at wiping tiny boards like mono white aggro. This will help mediate that, especially in the early game. It also gets a bit of extra damage with our Karolus especially. And it's an extra cheap spell in case we need to turn it today. We have 2 Play with Fires for similar reason with End the Festivities. It's quick removal, and it can scry a little bit if you need to, if you have the availability to. Also, extra damage from Karolus, which is amazing. Voldaren Epicure, great early aggro, and also comes with a bit of, I say free, but it's blood. It comes with a bit of card advantage as well. And it's, if we have an Angelfire Ignition, we can just dump that in the bin and still use it later. We have a pair of Fateful Absence, which I'm not sure if only having 2 is okay. I might go up an extra 1 or 2, maybe. We'll see. But Fateful Absence just for great removal against Planeswalkers, which we can also be pretty aggressive against too, so I'm not too worried about that. But like removes Planeswalkers, removes big creatures, because I think big creatures can be kind of a problem for us. We have a pair of Thalia, Guardian of Thraben. This is the first step in our real control-y aspect to this deck. Now, it does also increase the cost of our non-creature spells as well, but I feel like we can afford that a little better, and especially since our opponent is not necessarily planning or expecting for it. We have a pair of Cemetery Gatekeeper. This is one that I would love to have more of, and I might try and force it in later, but God, it's so great. It's another 2-drop 2/1 first strike, just like Thalia, but when it comes in, you exile a card from a graveyard. A card from a graveyard. Then whenever a player plays a land or casts a spell, if it shares a card type with the exiled card, this deals 2 damage to that player. I have played this card and exiled somebody's Evolving Wilds that they put out on turn 1, and they just scooped. It was amazing. It'll hit lands, and when they play land, including yourself, it does say whenever a player, so it does include yourself. But luckily our mana curve isn't too high, and we've got a couple of Celestii. But yeah, it also, if you're going against control list, take out an instant that they got, like Druari Disruption or something. If you're going against aggro, you can take out one of the early creatures within the Festivities or Play with Fire, or you chump block with Voldaren Epicure. You can exile your creature, their creature, and then all of their creatures essentially cost an extra 2 life to cast. It's amazing. I wish there was space for more. We also have 3 Cinderclasms, which, again, kind of like in the Festivities, but instant speed and can be 1 or 2 damage. It deals damage to each creature. It is each creature, so we'll include yours. So any Thalias, any Gatekeepers, Epicures, Brutal Cathar on the front end. Those are all pretty fragile, unless you've got a Karolus out, but we'll get to him later. But yeah, pretty simple, small board wipe. It will have the cost increased by Thalia sometimes, which might be an issue, but I like the fact that it's instant speed, because it means that we can hold off on our turn to turn it to night, and then if we need to, on the opponent's turn. We have a pair of Curse of Shaken Faith. Now, the deck originally calls for 3. The deck, as Jay Villain MTG built it, calls for 3, which I completely get and understand. It's the main focus of the deck, to be honest. That's why we've got so much day-night stuff. It's complicated. It's 2-mana curse. Enchant a player, enchant the opponent. Whenever enchanted player casts a spell other than the first spell they cast each turn or copies a spell, Curse of Shaken Faith deals 2 damage to them. Now, I haven't seen too many outside of Epiphany decks. I haven't seen too many copy oriented decks. So this will more or less hose, but probably just discourage any of the Epiphany decks. But it will also punish people for turning it to day, or using their turn to turn it to day. That's the main purpose of it from what I've found. Which there's also the punishment of turning it to day with Brutal Cathar, which is pretty big in standard right now, and for good reason. It's a 3-mana 2/2 human soldier werewolf. When it enters the battlefield or transforms back into itself, you exile a creature an opponent controls until this creature leaves the battlefield. Now it has daybound, that's the daybound side, and on the nightbound side is a 3/3 first strike werewolf with ward for pay 3 life. More life punishing from this card is amazing. I love ward, and I love especially when ward has a non-mana cost to it. Like, there's that one Graveyard Trespasser in black, which is a werewolf that has ward for discard a card. There's Westgate Regent, which is the same ward for discard a card. And this for ward pay 3 life is amazing. And now it is interesting to note, if the opponent has 3 life left, they can still pay the ward cost. But they probably won't unless they make a mistake. So if their opponent is at 3 or less life, this thing has hexproof, essentially. But also, whenever you flip it back to day, it'll exile another thing under itself. Now, the power toughness is 2/2, so it is kind of fragile, and it will die to a kicked Cinderclasm, or an opponent's play with fire or something. But we got 4 of them. I'm not 100% worried. Angelfire Ignition is one of my favorite cards in the standard right now. It's freaking amazing. 1 a red and a white for a sorcery. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on target creature. It gains Vigilance, Trample, Lifelink, Indestructible, and Haste until end of turn. It gives you a free attack that gains you life. It's excellent. And it has Flashback for 2 a red and a white. So for just 1 extra mana, you can cast this bad boy from the graveyard and get it again. It's fantastic. We're running a full slot of them. And it goes infinite with Ill-Tempered Loner, which I regretfully only have 1 of. But we'll get to that. Karolus, Stalwart Slayer, is 1 a red and a white for a 2/3 legendary human knight with flying and haste. It says, if a spell would deal damage to you or another permanent you control, prevent that damage. Notably, Cinderclasm won't touch your creatures. Any burn spells won't touch your creatures, so long as Karolus is out. Now, it doesn't say all permanents you control, just another. So they can still bolt out Karolus, they can still... regular damage spells will hit Karolus, just not your other creatures. That being said, it does not die to a kicked Cinderclasm, which is important. It also says, if a spell would deal damage to an opponent or a permanent an opponent controls, it deals that much damage +1 instead. So that turns our Play with Fires into bolts. That turns our End the Festivities into a kicked Cinderclasm for the opponent only. It does say spell, though, so it does not include the damage from Voldaren Epicure. It doesn't include the damage from Curse of Shaken Faith. So, I mean, that's only minor stuff, but it's important to note. So yeah, we got a pair of Karolus, legendary, so I'm not too worried about only having a pair. We have 3 Sunrise Cavaliers, which, if I'm gonna be honest, is kind of underwhelming. I was big on it when this was first spoiled in Midnight Hunt Standard. I was big on it in the draft format. I'm not 100% on it anymore. Part of it is because the reward for going night to day to night is just a counter on something, which sure, that can be useful in specific circumstances, but I'm not 100% sold on it. But we'll see how it plays in game. It might also be because it gets removed pretty quickly, because it can be a growing threat, but the growth is slow. I mean, it's a 3/3 trample haster for 3, which isn't terrible for a rate, but I don't know. I'm kind of hesitant on it. We have 2 Celestus, which is a 3-mana legendary artifact. If it's neither day nor night, it becomes day as Celestus enters the battlefield, so it just activates day-night cycle. You can tap it for 1 mana of any color. Excellent. It's a mana rock. Cool. You can pay 3 and tap it. If it's night, it becomes day. Otherwise, it becomes night. Activate only as a sorcery. And then additionally, whenever day becomes night or night becomes day, you gain 1 life. You may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. So it gives a little bit of stemming the bleeding with the 1 life. It allows us to loot, which is pretty useful in this deck, especially since we've got some flashback stuff, which we can just pop in the yard, and our curve is generally pretty low. We can just pop a land if we don't need that. But yeah, Celestus is pretty nifty. Now we get to Ill-Tempered Loner, which is 2 in a red for a 3/3 human werewolf. Whenever it is dealt damage, it deals that much damage to any target. You can pay 1 in a red, and it gets +2/+0 until end of turn. On the backside, it is a 4/4 werewolf with the same abilities. So it just gets a little bigger as a werewolf, which not too much to worry about. But here's the kicker. If you give this thing lifelink and indestructible, and it takes damage, you can infinite loop hit itself and gain infinite life. Mwah. Beautiful. Now, I might be missing some interaction on that, but I'm pretty sure that's all there is to it. So, for example, if we Angelfire Ignition on the Ill-Tempered Loner, and they block it with something, boop, 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 keep hitting itself, keep hitting itself, keep hitting itself until we gain infinite life. Arbitrarily high amount of life, and then pass the game on to the next turn until we win. There was an or that I had in mind. Or instead of, they don't need to just block it, we could also do a Cinderclasm or a Play with Fire, hit our own thing. Will not work if Karolus is out, but whatever. Also, Volatile Arsonist can also trigger the Ill-Tempered Loner, which let's read Volatile Arsonist. It is 3 and 2 red for a 4/4 human werewolf with menace and haste. Whenever Volatile Arsonist attacks, it deals 1 damage to each of up to 1 target creature, 1 target player, and up to 1 target planeswalker. So you ping stuff as it attacks. Pretty nifty. Pretty funny if you give it lifelink, I think. On the backside, because it is a werewolf, so it has Daybound, Nightbound. On the backside, it is a 5/5 werewolf with menace and haste, and whenever it attacks, it's the same ability except for 2 damage for each of up to 1 of creature, target, player, or planeswalker. So just gets bigger for the most part. And we are only doing best of 1 because I'm a coward, so that's why there's no sideboard and we don't have any lessons or learning in here anyway. So, with that in mind, let's go smack some faces, punish some aggressive or control-y boards, and let's just do it. Let's just get right to it. I'm excited to play this. I haven't played it with the crafted cards since I made them, so I'm excited to see how this goes. Oh, we hit platinum the other day, by the way. It's on my own, I think. Ooh. I'm gonna pop the audio up real quick. Alright. Nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It makes me very happy. So we have... Depends on what they're going to do early, but pretty decent start, I think. So I'm going to keep this. That mountain, and we are on the play. I don't need to play End the Festivities just yet. Okay, well, drop that white there, and we've got options. Looks like they're also playing Boros, but with the sleeves, they're playing Jeskai. Okay. Well, what do we... I think I kind of just want to get some aggro out right now. I know they don't have any creature to exile with, but I mean, we've got other removal, so I'm not worried about wasting the removal here. I kind of just want to get the aggro out. Expressive Iteration. Okay, they're just searching for a land. Or they are just doing draw, but I mean, they didn't play any land before this, so optimization. That's why I love Expressive Iteration. It's so great for just smoothing out land drops. Kind of wondering if I want to drop out. Oh. Well, I don't think they found any lands they want to play. So I will just swing on in, get Ill-Tempered Loner out, call it a turn. I don't know of any Jeskai lists that come to mind. This is interesting. It might just be a variation on Dragons or Epiphany. God forbid a Disturb deck. Which I've yet to see many decent Disturb decks, especially with the new set. But I would love to see that. I would love to make a Disturb deck. Sunset Revelry. So I think this is going to be a control deck. Oh, yeah. Yeah, let's just swing in right now. Then at their upkeep, I will introduce Cinderclasm if they don't block. Oh, maybe I just need to do it now. Alright, fine. One to face. And you know what? Let's pop another 2 on that. I guess we'll hold on to the festivities. We've only got the 1 white, so another Sunset Revelry. Yep. I've got End the Festivities. Like, we're gonna get damage in, unless they really want to counter this. Cool. I sense a Divide by 0 in my future. Go ahead and pump this thing. Holding up mana for Fateful Absence. Is there no Divide by 0? Sure, I'll take it. I also do love Sunset Revelry, although I personally, playing it, haven't had too many optimal rewards with it. But I mean, it's a good card, I think. Okay, Memory Deluge. I'm really digging. Also, that other Memory Deluge got exiled because they couldn't play it. 2 mana, okay. Fading Hope, sure. I will play that Plains. Send in the Cathar. Cool. And now we're still holding up mana. So we're just putting damage in, and this is fine. This is just fine. But I'm betting that they're just trying to buy time for the Epiphany combo. And I wish I had my curse out. There it is. There's the Divide by 0. Environmental Sciences, sure, gain some more life. Totally. Yeah, they're just buying time for the combo. They gotta be, right? Man, another Foretell. Yep. My turn. Okay. Let's get that out. Get Ill-Tempered Loner out. And I mean, we'll hold on to Play with Fire, Fateful Absence. Well, that's a cool little island. That's the from the Crimson Vow promo islands, or basic lands. Dracula. That's it. Yeah, those are cool lands. I love the Forest and Plains one the most, I think. Environmental Sciences, getting more life back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So next turn, next turn they have enough to copy Epiphany, which is gonna be a little depressing, but I mean, what do you expect? I'm trying to put damage in as much as I can, but they're healing. They're healing up. Sure, another mountain. Let's do it. Part of me wants to not cast a spell for the sake of turning it to night, but at the same time, like, then I would be missing out on damage. Look, they're gonna... Okay, sure. They waste 3 removals on getting that thing out of here. I'm fine with that. Get Brutal Cathar probably, if not removed, then yeah, see, there's the Plains one. There's the Plains one. It's strolling through the city. I love it. You can see Big Ben in the background too. Oh, it's cool. There it is. They didn't copy it though. They did not copy it. They might copy the next one though. Onto their turn. That might be another Epiphany there. Oh, I should have held on to end the festivities. Yep, here comes the copy. I should have held on to end the festivities so I could get rid of burbs. Yep. I got a couple of turns and a bunch of burbs. Yep. This is their first extra turn. Or second extra turn, rather. Because the first one was the previous turn that they just hard cast the Epiphany. That is probably game they find a Hall of Storm Giants Hullbreaker. Yeah, probably, but until then, you still have a chance. Because they've only got 6 birds and 2 turns, and we've got 18 life. See, this is the kind of deck that is good for Sunset Revelry, because it keeps them going if they're already behind. Yeah. Generally, these decks get out a Hall of the Storm Giants fairly early-ish, just as a backup. So I'm not... either they're not getting it, or they don't have it. So... And they've got one more extra turn. Okay. And so if they have Hullbreaker, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. If they have Hullbreaker, they can drop that and cast 1 or 2 more spells, maybe. So you get Restoration. Oh. Well, that's intimidating. Okay, now they got 3 land. Or mana up, rather. Sure, send in the burbs. Should I... I'm gonna hold on to Fateful Absence, just in case. But I know that I shouldn't attack into burb. Oh, well, there's that. They got a counter spell? For Rem Karolus? There it is. Alright. Yep, after they drew their entire deck, I think that's probably game. Let's see if they take it here. So I've got 8 life. They can only deal 6 damage. I got 2 Fateful Absences, which I can only cast 1. Galvanic Iteration, and if they've got it, they've got it. Do they got it? Emeria's Call. Ooh, that's funny. Oh, that's really funny, actually. I was not expecting the Emeria's Call. That is definitely game. That is 100% game right there. So, take all 6. Yeah. I'm curious what I'm gonna draw. Sunrise Cavalier. Yeah, no, that was it. That was it. Oh, the combo decks. So it turns out that's what Jeskai is. There's so many, like, 2-color decks, and monocolor decks, honestly, in the meta, that it's kind of hard to, from what I've seen, it's hard to really find or play that many 3 colors. I mean, I rocked a Sultai pretty well last week. That was a pretty good Jeskai deck. So, God, I love Boros. I love Boros so much. And we've got something. We got a pretty decent hand here. I will keep it. Ooh. Here we go. BRB, totally. Hello. I'll show off my 1-drop. Oh, we got End the Festivities here, too. Oh, this is going to be funny. Oh, it's life gain. Oh, yes. Oh, give me this. End the festivities. And they're going to be so ended. Cut it out. Stop it. No parties. Red does not wish to party. Does not wish to party today. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to blood to dump. Oh, really? That's what you're doing? Let's just go ahead and dump the Angelfire Ignition, because we can still cast her from the yard. Really hoping I draw a mountain. I really want a red source. Just so I can Voldaren and Shaken Faith. Not this time. And I don't think Thalia is going to do much against the life gain deck. They usually play a lot of creatures. Interesting that they're running Catilda, though. Honestly did not expect it. Okay, well, first off, let's go ahead and drop this Voldaren Epicure. Or send it. Do you want to block? Nope. And then I will drop Thalia and the another Epicure, and then Curse of Shaken Faith probably next turn. We'll see how that goes. I'm tentative. I wish I had another red source. But yeah, once again, I'm going to say it. Thank you, where is the, get my stuff on the side. Thank you, Jay Villain MTG on YouTube, That Villain J on Twitch for the heavy inspiration behind this deck. It is very satisfying to me. Oh, that's a 1-drop? Or, I mean, a 1/1? Hell yes. Drop that there. We'll probably dump the Epicure. Send these out. Take it all. Take every bit of it. Oh god, it's a humans deck. It's definitely a humans deck. With probably counter synergy. But, it explains why there is no turn 2, Innkeeper. Which, having seen, the Luminarch Veteran, I was expecting an Innkeeper. Did not have an Innkeeper. You gonna cast your second spell, dead people? Huh? They're down to 11 life already. How's the game's going? It is going pretty decent so far. I say decent. The first game, we kind of got destroyed. I say destroyed, but we got dominated by a Jeskai Epiphany copy list. Which, I mean, that's gonna happen. You're gonna run into that here. But, yeah, we'll let this run out. But right now we're more or less having our way with a frickin' just a Selesnya humans list, it looks like. Or just counter synergy, maybe? I don't know. I'm doing great. How are you doing, Brad? It's good to see you again. Take this turn to pop the clue, hit blood. Ooh, Sigarda. Okay. This will be interesting. Boros is a strong deck against creature decks. Oh, yeah. What I would love right now is to get a Brutal Cathar. Not quite. Not quite there. I'm doing good. Just about to play a few ranked games. Awesome. I just hit Platinum the other day, so I'm very happy about that. Ooh, okay. Alright, we've got a Volatile Arsonist. Oh. Plans have changed. Plans have changed. We got a Cathar. Sweet, congrats. Yeah. It's always nice when I hit Platinum, and then and it's just a trudge to climb upward after that. Luminous Phantom again. Hey, look, I've got a Cinderclasm. Oh, yeah. Phantom. Oh, yeah. Oh, we're doing it. Cinderclasm, get that Phantom out of here. I don't care about your 3 snowlands. Ah, it's working! It's happening! Don't touch a creature. Touch that player. No planeswalkers to touch. Oh. Oh, this is nice. Yeah! We did it! Thank you, Jay Villain MTG. Oh, man. This is great. I'm having the time of my life. I don't know what else is going on. I hope you're all having as fun a day as I am. Oh, look at this. We already got the weeklies filled out. I'm just giddy as a friggin' child that this Boros list is working. I think I've said it before, but Boros is my colors. Like Boros and Orzhov. Oh. Thing is, Orzhov is almost always going to be like Control-y or Hatebears, and in the standard right now it's Sacrifice, which is awkward. At least for me. Oh. Oh, look at this hand. Oh, let's get there. Volatile Arsonist, let's get there. Black. Oh. Oh, give me a Sacrifice list. Oh, yes. I don't care. I'm going to get the End the Festivities down. Gatekeeper is going to exile a creature. We're going to be alright. We're going to be alright. There we go. Simple as that. Drop the Gatekeeper. Exile the Shambling Ghasts. Now, all of their creatures cost 2 extra life. I'm too giddy about this. I gotta put my... Oh, rude. I'm not worried. Sundown Pass. Let's go ahead and enchant him. It does permanently exile whatever the vampire exiles, so that Ghast is gone. So we're going up against Golgari. Sacrifice ramp? Are they main decking enchantment removal? Guess not. Well. Let's let it go tonight. Oh, oh my god, I'm an idiot. I don't even have Daybound on the field yet. Oh. Oh, I see. Well, opponent, let me respond. Did they really just oops Professor Onyx? Now, I must say, I do tend to assume the worst when it comes to people doing oopses and good games early and stuff. That may have been an actual mistake. They may not have wanted to cast Onyx, or they may have maybe actually be trying to be rude. I don't know. Oh. Oh, please don't cast anything else. I want to... Oh. Oh, this is going to be a 1 Brutal Cathar. Get rid of that tree folk. Rem Karolus, get out here. Swing, swing. Up to 1 creature, nothing. Face, Planeswalker. We're hitting them. It's working. It's working! It's working! Watches it immediately just blows up in the face. Oh no! Oh, we got massacred. Okay. Look, what do you know? And you know what? Ignition. Send it. Gain some life. I'll take it. I'll take it all day. Buzz buzz. So, alright, get a Planeswalker, sure. I want to say this right now. Look at this Thopter, right? Now, I remember seeing that token when it came out in Kaladesh, and I assumed that the front of this Thopter was not the buzzy bit. I assumed the front was that little back and like gold and pink bit. I could have sworn. I would have been wrong. I could have sworn. Alright, and now I guess we'll just ignite this Angelfire again. And should we keep going for? No, I want to. I need to keep that Fessor down because I do not want her ulting anytime soon. I got enough life to hold me for a little bit. Although -3. Ooh, not the -3. Okay. All right. Lolth. Ooh. That's a cool art for that Lolth too. All right. Yeah, people just forget about the curse. Sometimes they just don't care. I don't know. All right, so I've got some blood to sift through. Celestus. I don't know if I want that. I don't think I want that. I think I just want damage. If I can get an End the Festivities or something similar, this will work. Send that at you. Send this at you. So we'll just try and get rid of Lolth right now. They have to put everything in front of the Cavalier in order to keep Lolth alive. Okay, Lolth is dead. They took 3.
I return to the abyss.
This is alright. This is okay. Oh, they're still gaining life. Oh, it's only because one of my creatures died. Oh, they're really not trying to sacrifice my creature, huh? So Golgari. Oh no! I think that's it. The Storm the Festival. I think that's it. They just got land. Okay. Drop that mountain. Give me something good. Brutal Cathar might do it. And especially since my, they can -3 if they want, but it's greatest power. So I'll just drop the Voldaren Epicure. Lose life, yada yada. Cast 2 spells. Cast 2 spells. Please cast 2 spells.
Never thought I'd miss the library.
Although they do have Storm the Festival. That's 1 spell. Or was that the second? That must have been the second spell, right? Binding gets rid of Cathar. Or each spell beyond the first, so. Yeah, gains a life because the thing died. Man, that Meat Hook Massacre is really stemming the bleeding. And on top of the Innkeeper. Ugh. And I'm out of blood. There we go. And they're going to gain another life because Epicure's about to die. Oof, Meat Hook is an awesome card. It is amazing. Oof. Alright. That's it. Okay. Draw a mountain. Ah, we almost had him! The value of Storm the Festival is insane. And I don't have any. I bought, on here, I got one of those, like, full 45 card packs. And I didn't get a single one. And if there's ever a time where I am into a deck that is running Storm the Festivals, I gotta have wild cards for it, otherwise I'm not gonna build it. Like, I really want Storm the Festival. Like, Storm the Festival with Glorious Sunrise. I'm baffled that it's not a deck. It's gotta be somewhere, right? I'll take this. I'll take this. This is fine. If we get a third land, we're going to Thalia Ignition. If not, we'll probably hold on to Cinderclasm first, and Thalia after. Okay, so I want to talk about Sunrise Cavalier for a second, and how I played it in the last game. I feel like that was an okay play, but let's get this curse out right now, actually. I feel like that was an okay play, and casting it and immediately sending it into Lolth to try and kill her. I think that was fine, even knowing that they've got blood on the snow, but... And it was used up immediately, and I get that. So I haven't really seen much from it in that way, then. So... I'm still trying to hold on to opinions about it until I really see it in action. But at the same time, I have to consider that was inaction of it. And it did get rid of 2 of the tokens. It got rid of Lolth. Until they got another one. But I mean, that's the nature of the Golgari Best Friends deck. Like, it's just how it is. And that was a woof of a play. Now they got 3 mana. If they cast 2 spells, they're going to take some damage. I need to get this Epicure out. Holy crap. Or Brutal Cathar. If I can get a land, I'd be very happy. Oh, it's another Golgari deck. Alright. Time to bleed. I'm just going to pop this right now. Drop the Ignition. Play with fire. That's okay. I'm going to hold Thalia back just in case. Just in case. We've already taken plenty of beats right now, and I could see this deck growing. I could see this opponent's deck growing their creatures pretty heavily. But 2 Wolfpack leaders early on. Oof. It is tough to play against. Especially when I don't draw my... Oh, no! This thing! Give me a land. Deck, give me a land. At least it hasn't transformed yet. Okay. 4/4 Trample Haste. Yeah. You know what? I'm gonna get Thalia out of here, so just in case, if we do or don't get a land, I'm happy. We got a land. If I send out Brutal Cathar, it'll to exile that, it'll just get fought by one of these pack leaders. This is a pickle. Cinderclasm's not big enough. I could just Fateful Absence. It has haste, so even if I do the exile thing... Okay, I think the best play is to hold on to Fateful Absence and play with fire. God, I wish I'd hit my land drops. Devastating. Just devastating. And they've got their draws up because they've got 2 werewolf pack leaders. Play with fire can't do anything. I mean, I probably could have... No, I've got to do this now, and I got to get rid of the Ollenbock Oddity now. I need a land. I'll take that second Cathar. Because then at least there's a chance. Get rid of this thing now. They might have Snakeskin Veil. They don't. But now I've got a life. I can drop the first Cathar. Exile the... Oh, that's it. That's not against the Chariot. Oh, God. No. Yeah. Second that Chariot came down with my 3 land, I can't do much. Sorry, I still really like the feel of this deck. I think part of it is that I'm not committing hard enough to the sort of Hatebears control-y thing in the deck construction aspect. I wish one, that I wasn't hurt as hard with what I do by Thalia, and I wish 2 that I had more curses. I want more Curse of Shaken Faith. And I wish I had a Plains. But this'll do. Usher. Turn 1, end the festivities. Turn 2, Cemetery Gatekeeper, exiling the Usher of the Fallen. And then turn 3, we Brutal Cathar. So yep, let's just stop that up. We will take the 3. They might have direct removal for Gatekeeper, which is fine. They do not. Okay, here's the question. Do I exile Raidane? No. No, they're not doing much, and we don't have any snow, so I'm just going to Brutal Cathar the Luminarch Aspirant. Call it a turn. And I've got another Brutal Cathar, so I'm not 100% worried. I also wish I had more instant speed spell availability. Oh, please put it on. Yes! Okay. Brutal Cathar's going on Raidane. I wish I could cast more spells at instant speed to turn it to night more often, which is why I put in the Celestus when I didn't have enough cards, or enough of the other cards. It's because of that exactly. I should have held back the Vampire to hold back the first strike, because I'm not going to be blocking this Luminarch Aspirant with the Brutal Cathar. Spellbinder, okay. What are you taking, pal? Non-land cards. That's all the cards in there. Ignition. Smart. I will send that in. And probably just drop a Thalia. Yep. That's gonna be 3 in the air. Ooh, should I offer the trade? Because if they would have to double block in order to kill the Gatekeeper. And it would kill one of these. I would probably take the Luminarch Aspirant, because these just Spellbinder can be taken care of. Let's do it. Why not? They did not take the trade. So now their creature spells are going to cost them a lot of... Yep, that's some life there. But it is also an Intrepid Adversary, so they're going to be busting up their creatures something fierce. Huh. Swing in. Cool. If I get a land, I got a land. Go ahead and Angelfire Ignition. Oh boy. It's gonna be one of the first strikers. Let's do Thalia, I think. Swing in there. Yep, they either go down low or, let's see here. They've got 4 in the air. I'm about to swing for 4 lifelink, so that's going to come back to me. Okay. Okay, they're feeling confident. So now they need to remove the Gatekeeper before they cast any creature spells. They do also have more life gain with Adversary, but they're not going to swing with Adversary because we got Thalia on the ground. Oh yeah. I will take that action. And I will discard the mountain. Interesting spell to find. Let's get the Gatekeeper. And we swing in with everything. I mean, that's all there is to it. We got it. Are we 2 and 2? We're 2 and 5. 2 or 3. It doesn't matter. I'm having fun. I hope the rest of you are having fun as well. Oh, this is nice. Alright. Just keep going. Just keep going. I'm out of tea, but that's fine. Oh, Shimmy's taking a nap. Someday I'm gonna get a puppy cam going, I swear to God. One of these days. Furycalm's out first. Turn 2, holding up Fateful Absence. Turn 3, Rim Karolus. I'm okay with this. This song is called The Sea Adventures of Captain Rubber Ducky. Beautiful. Oh, they mulled. Alright. I will take that, and I will not reveal, because I do not need to. Oh, boy. Well, let's get Thalia out, I say. Next turn, Karolus, and we got some threats. Hopefully, oh, is this mono blue? Maybe no Karolus. Oh no, they foretold. What am I talking? Oh crap, I missed. Oh, I missed it. I'll just put him out now. Calling oops. That's fine. What I could have done otherwise is drop the Voldaren Epicure and then hold up a Angelfire Ignition. We eaten Borgir. Yes! Oh, Dream Shackle, guys, what do? After getting a combat, choose a thing and do a thing. Okay. Well, let's just get that out of here. Hope that Borgir is delicious. Had some chicken and broccoli with cheese for my own lunch. That was nice and tasty. Oh, doing some more Dream Shackle, guys. Okay, okay. Well, it seems to be some kind of spirit deck. So I think... Do we just Fateful Absence to get rid of it, or just send in Thalia? I think we just send in Thalia right now. So I'm not sure if I want to waste my Fateful Absence on that just yet. What's their play here? Is that what they wanted to do? Thalia's kind of bony in this game. Yeah, I see that too. I really do. As much as I love Thalia. Oh, yeah, I'll allow that, sir. As much as I love Thalia. It hurts sometimes. It hurts. They are certainly beholding a multiverse. Hey, what do you know? It's tough when you're mixing deck archetypes, because this is kind of a mix between control and aggro, but also I've got some mid-rangey stuff to it. It's hard to put. Aspirant might be better. I'm thinking about that with Aspirant, and then might maybe keep Sunrise Cavalier in and drop in that one let's see here. I'll drop a Furycalm early. Why not? So I'm in addition to that thought, let me finish my thought. Getting Aspirant, getting that one drop creature that you can sacrifice to give indestructible and lifelink to a creature with a +1/+1 counter on it. That might be useful. Ollenbock Escort. That's it. Thank you. Which that would also lend to encouraging more of the infinite combo with What's Its Bucket. Should I... No, I'm not going to do... I was thinking about popping the blood and discarding the planes and then putting the Gatekeeper on the planes. I thought about that. Oh, maybe I should have done it. But they... Here we go. Also, Showdowns of the Skalds is good. It is. I am infrequently getting to 4 mana. And in the case where we keep Thalia, that would be a little worse of a spell to have in the deck. In the case that we get rid of Thalia, probably pretty good to have in the deck. In a little bit, in a few more games, I'll probably toy with this a bit more. But I also really much love Showdown of the Skalds. Probably some of the best card draw for red. Or for red-white in the meta right now. And just in general, it's just really good. Grows your creatures as you cast spells as well. Oh, this is a little hinky, but try it. Especially awkward since Celestus is legendary. But if we get a blood token, we can always just discard it. Raptor. Oh, well, that's okay. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Probably play with fire on the Raptor. Drop a Gatekeeper, exiling the Raptor. Or the Spirit. Get the Spirit out of here. Yep, I'll take the one. Willingly. That. Drop this. Spirit. Because this is... If this deck is running a Battlefield Raptor, they're probably... And frickin' Clarion Spirit, they're probably going heavy into creatures, just like this. And now I can exile that creature. Or destroy. Ooh. Should I get the Celestus out? Let's send in the Gatekeeper first. Okay. And then I can handle having a Celestus right now and holding on to Fateful Absence, I think. And then Vala. Ooh. But why? Sacrifice it. Oh, it just gives your creatures you control gain the ability to... Well, you guys sacrifice her. So we would have to target her if we're going to do anything. Oh, God, that's awkward. Yeah, I'll drop the Furycalm. Let's just get rid of Linvala now, I think. Let's just do... Because they're going to sacrifice Linvala unless they want it to be just destroyed and then they get a token. But if they sacrifice it, their stuff's going to get indestructible or hexproof. And they choose... Hexproof. Okay. Sure. Swinging for 2. Next turn, we can get Volatile Arsonist out if Celestus stays or if we get a land. Paladin class. Cast a second spell. Or cast a creature spell. Why not? Paladin class. Winged Portent. Ooh. Draw 1 card. Okay. Only Aspirant. Yes! Oh, yeah. This might be a bird deck. But now... Yes. Volatile Arsonist. Yeah, I'll take the 2. We swing in. This deals 1 to that. 1 to you. No planeswalkers. Just like that. And the next turn we're going to take probably 5. Maybe 6 if they drop a Luminarch Aspirant. But they really should probably hold back a blocker. Or a second one if they can get a creature down. But they're in dire straits right now. Revoke Windrobber. Okay. So that's their second creature. Are they going to pay to buff the creatures? They're not. They're going to draw another card. Another couple of cards. Okay. I don't think there's anything with 1 mana that they can really do. So let's go ahead and turn it to night real quick. I will draw a card. I will discard Celestus. And let's swing in. 2 to that, 2 to you. No planeswalkers. There we go. And we had End the Festivities if we wanted to get rid of more creature stuff. We had the Play with Fire, which also, I love Play with Fire so much. I'm tempted to... There's a couple of directions I could go with this deck. I could pull it more towards the Hatebears style and go with like further towards Thalia and the enchantment, which I don't have the wild cards for, so eh. I could go more towards the creaturey mid-rangey side, put in the Luminarch Aspirant, put in the Ollenbock Escort, maybe drop a Showdown of the Skalds in there, maybe Stormseeker, and go that route with more aggro. I could also go Burn, and that just seems funny to me. I'm tempted. I'm really tempted to just go Burn. This is a good hand, by the way. Stonebinder's Familiar. Okay. wonder... I'll hold on to Play with Fire. And I definitely want to exile something. More mono white, eh? I was about to say that, but hey, they just dropped Den of the Bugbear. I'll take the 1 for now. Are they going to pass? Fleeting Spirit. Okay. Interesting. I'm okay with Fleeting Spirit seeing around. Seems to be a lot of that, but it is ranked. Exactly. I mean, I only play ranked because if I get wins, hey, I go up a little bit. If I don't, I'm still playing Magic. Spirit can be hard to play against. Yeah, it is a lot like... I forget what that one card is called, but that one soldier that's like discard to give it indestructible, yada yada. I thought about hitting this with Play with Fire, but I don't know. I think I kind of just want a Cemetery Gatekeeper to exile the Familiar, just to solid out getting rid of creatures for a bit. Or punishing creatures. What's your play here, Winzo? If there were... Are there many... Okay, so the Gatekeeper, which likes having creatures return. Or, Innkeeper, I mean. I'm trying to think what to do with their 0 mana. Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, here's the thing, is like, that discard a card trigger is, I mean, it's always open. It's at an instant speed as well, so. It's kind of like how, Valky, you can always activate the ability at any time, for any reason, even if there's nothing exiled under it. So now we've got Gatekeeper. I'm wondering if I should do Cavalier or Celestus next. I think it depends on how aggro they're gonna be. Confinement. Okay. Yeah, totally. Maybe we drop Celestus? I don't have any way of getting rid of the confinement, unfortunately. This is an interesting list so far. I am a bit of a sellout for Boros. Okay. Let's see here. Ooh, Epicure. Ooh. Yeah, let's Celestus into Epicure right now. And then next turn we can probably Cavalier. God, I feel like there's no optimal plays for Cavalier. It's just... I'm very tempted to just swap it out for Stormseeker or something similar. I think that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. I'm interested to see what else this deck has. Or the opponent's deck has. It might be a Spirit Tribe. Oh my god, is it a Spirit Tribal deck? I have been so desperate to find a deck to play Rally the Ranks in. Because it's a 2-mana Anthem. I just want a deck for Rally the Ranks to be good. I've tried out Humans, and it's a Spirit deck. Oh, it's a Spirit deck! Oh, what does this do? Vigilance Trample. Whenever it deals combat damage to a player, you may turn target creature or play card. Target creature card with mana value extra from your graveyard to the battlefield, where X the amount of damage dealt to that player. Okay. I'll take this out. I'll hold Cavalier. Actually. Oh, no, we can do both. We can do both. Hold Cavalier. And then, if they try to attack with that, I will just destroy it with Fateful Absence. Oh, Catilda. It is definitely a Spirit deck. Flying, lifelink, protection from vampires, power and toughness, each equal number of permanents you control that are spirits and or enchantments. Okay. Send out the wars or not. So I don't want to destroy this thing yet because that aura enchantment is dumb. I'm gonna leave that out. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and turn it to night. Put a counter on you. Draw a card. I will take that action. Ooh, discard a card. Yeah, discard that. Let's drop this on probably white just to even stuff out. Gatekeeper. Yeah, I know. You trigger that, sure. Get the spirit out of here. I will hold you down. I know that that's going to attack me for 3 in the air. I'm okay with it. We'll take care of it with Fateful Absence in a bit. For now, we got Gatekeepers, and they got nothing but creatures. Probably. Just like Hoffrey Ghostforge. Which, probably what I'm going to destroy. Yep, sure. Hit me for 4. I get it. Okay. Let's Celestus real quick. Fuck you up. I will take that action. Oh, I will discard the Angelfire. Get rid of Hoffrey. I will play the mountain. Probably not the best move, but I want to have lands. Because with wasting essentially 4 mana a turn with Celestus, and still wanting to cast spells, like, they're not going to cast no spells on their turn. I'm already on the back step, or put myself in the back step with the Celestus. And it's going to be even further so if I keep going with Angelfire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. Draw a card. But Catilda's only a 3/3. Ooh, that apparition is not. Oh, okay. This is fine. We've had worse. It hits for 3. What? Oh, hitting for 3 means nothing to me because you're not going to get anything back. That, on the other hand, spirits. Oh, spirits. Stonebinder's familiar crap. I need a board wipe. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh. Oh. Beautiful. Get some life back. Let it be known, children. In order to be good at Magic, all you have to do is draw the correct cards. Shit. Yep, that works. I don't want to draw a card because it would just go straight into the bin. Now I want to discard this card and get another. They do still have 1 enchantment out there, however. Let's go ahead and pop this real quick. Oh, hey, that works. Let's discard the Festivities. Go ahead and Angelfire Catilda. Or play with fire. What am I talking about? And now we've got some time. I fucked myself. Because now Catilda's going to go onto the Goblin. Okay. Let's figure this out. Draw a card, yep. That's not what I'm looking for. I'll take that out, though. Okay. We got Cinderclasm. That'll deal... It'll do that. We can do that. That is fine. Man, I would love to get lifelink on this thing permanently. Okay. And the Skyclave is just a 2... Oh, we're going to Cinderclasm all over the place. Exile the thing. Okay, now that it's exiled, we Cinderclasm. Wipe the board. Get our creature back, because if we did it before that one trigger went off, we wouldn't get any tokens back. Now, decline the action. Whoa. Wait. Protection from vampires. There we go. Not werewolves. That's it. And let's just swing in. Fine with that. I could Celestus. Yeah, that's a good idea, actually, I think. Decline. Showdown. Oh, cast a second spell, please. I want to exile your creature. Cool. And now Brute's going to transform again, because it is night. Let's go ahead and... We've got Hoffrey. Exile Spirit. Stonebinder's Familiar is going to go up. I will decline that. However, now I will activate again. Draw a card. Let's discard the plains. I will hold on to the mountain now. Let's send in the Brute, I think. We'll hold back the Illusion just to chump if need be. But the day-night cycle is refresh. Day-night cycle is starting to work a little bit, I think. Now that we've actually got the Celestus working out, and they're just top decking. Hoffrey Ghostforge. Okay. Do you have a second spell you wish to cast, opponent? They do not. But that's fine. I will take the 3 here. Oh. Sweet baby Ray. Let's turn to day. Exile Hoffrey. Draw a card. Do I want it? I don't care that much. Get Brutal Cathar out. This is where 3/3 Cavalier is good. Right as I discard it. I'm so sorry. But yeah, this is a situation. But there's the thing. Is Sunrise Cavalier, in that case, it's just a win more card. I don't need it. It just further concretes my already win. And so at that point, it's just redundant. And I don't know. Swing on in. Oh, I am so happy that we fought through that. Boom! Look at that. But yeah, and it feels sacrilegious almost to me how I was so hyped on Sunrise Cavalier. I'm like, the rate is good. 3/3 trample and haste is good. And then it has the extra addition onto it, which is just the counters. It's awesome. But I don't think it's that great. I'm not hyped for it anymore. I feel bad. Let's do one more game. Actually, 424. Let me take a moment to let's see here. Take a moment to look this deck over. Yeah, I agree. Thalia was just hurting us. I would like to have another Cemetery Gatekeeper. That thing is showing up. Yeah, I'm sorry, Thalia. I gotta drop you. Let's get another Cemetery Gatekeeper in here. Luminarch Aspirant. What are you in here? Drop all the Cavaliers. 2 of those. I don't have another rare wild card, unfortunately. Ollenbock. Oh, that's not the right. Ollenbock. It's Ollenbock. There we go. Okay. I think we keep the Arsonist. God, I wish I had another for Crystal Chicken Face. We gotta keep the Ill-Tempered Loner because it's an infinite combo. And the Festivities, I'm not sure about. I wish there were more instant speed solutions. Like I'll drop a Festivities to put in another Cinderclasm, no problem. Yeah, let's do that. Drop 3 of those, pop the Cinderclasm up, get Ollenbock Escort in there. Maybe we'll get a single Thalia. Okay. I like the 2 Volatile Arsonists, I do. Just as an incidental top end. Karolus. With Cinderclasm is alright, Play with Fire is alright. Actually, with Cinderclasm is amazing. Voldaren Epicure, do we want that? I think... It's so tempting. But I just don't know what I would put in or drop. I think I'm just gonna run it like this. I'm gonna run the deck like this for a bit. We dropped the End the Festivities. Put in Ollenbock Escort, Cinderclasm. We went down a Thalia to go up another Gatekeeper. And we went down the Sunrise Cavaliers to bring in Luminarch Aspirant. I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this.